Is there a problem?
He's alive. Yeah, so apparently that works. Hey, Johnny. Johnny 5 is alive. Hello there, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So yeah, apparently we can rename our colonists to, well, whatever we want, so long as we have a name tag. Which I happen to have a very large supply of thanks to raiding chests. So, you know, that may come in handy if I actually take the time and get my channel membership ironed out and set up. Maybe I should do that. I've been working on our future base a bit, Stargate Command. I really haven't touched anything up there. I've just been flattening out the walls, cleaning up this a bit, and of course adding our concrete. There's a few spots where, like right here, if I hop into free cam and I go outside, I'm going to have to remove those blocks and then adjust terraforming a little bit out here, and you can see a spot here too, to hide the concrete from the outside. Because I'm going to want that removed and that removed. But for now, I'm just going to leave them there so I know to come back to them. Right now, the walls and the floors are just this paneled concrete. That is not going to be permanent. Just like these walls are not going to stay just a blank gray. Different rooms are going to have different color schemes. But since I'm going to do them one floor at a time, I figure I can lay out everything in gray first and then start working on the room, and whatever I remove from the walls and the floors, I could then reuse for the next floor up and just recycle instead of trying to figure out everything at once. But we're going to be getting rid of these mage lights for the most part. I mean, I do love how they look and they're very useful, but they are not exactly techy. I have a illumination block here. We looked at this last episode. You make it with 4 glowstone blocks. Well, 4 glowstone and 4 of any stone. That gives you 4 illumination blocks. The redstone in the middle makes it inverted. That's important because inverted are on by default. If you don't have the inverted one, and I know you can swap it, pretty sure you can swap it. Yeah, putting it in your inventory. The non-inverted block is off by default. And so you have to give it a redstone signal to turn it back on. So we're going to be using these to light up the ceilings, the floors, the walls. I have some gray dye here still. And let's see how they look. Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to look quite... Well, it doesn't look quite bad, does it? I was thinking, and I made up some smooth concrete in case we wanted to do something like this or give it some shape around it so it's... That's actually not that bad. And then there are other blocks too we can use. I believe I have some additional concrete already washed, just not yet designed. Nope. Okay, let's grab a little bit of this. Bit more dye. Alright, we'll just let that wash for a moment. Grab some more dye from in there. That's why we left it here running continuously. As I've been mining stones, as I've been pulling stuff down, they're all going into that chest. They're all getting processed down into more gravel and more sand. Andesite gets turned into cobblestone. Cobblestone then, you know, gravel, that sort of stuff. So we're not letting anything go to waste. Okay, so we have plain concrete now. Go back over here. That might be interesting for sort of like a grading look. Oh, and apparently I can swap between here. So if I decide, hey, I don't like this particular one, I can go back and recycle it. At least that's what it looks like I can do. Let's go over... We're on 1.20. So we have a large radius that light will prevent spawns in. I don't like that one. Let's try... That's not too bad, but I think I'm liking this the best so far. And again, we can use different colors. It's not everything's going to be grayscale. I do in fact like color. I was thinking of doing a few of these on the wall, but they don't connect really. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, okay, I don't like that one, so I'm gonna just pull that up. And that's not too bad, but I like this better, I think. And then yeah, we can always put them in a wall too. They don't all have to be on the floor. We can stick them like that. What I did in my Vault Hunter series is I changed the illumination lights to match the color of the strip, and then I did like a strip of red here, and then the lamps were red. Yeah, let's turn this into red concrete. Gonna need more dye so I can dye the lamps. And what I did was I pretty much put like an accent. Then a red lamp. Something like that. And I did that outlining the entire base. So we can do something similar. Might not want to use red, or see if there's a different version of the red concrete that might look better. Ooh. That looks kind of cool. All right, well, that's an idea I can work with. We can do different rooms for different colors for different rooms, which different jobs. So mechanism can be red and ours could be blue and so on and so forth. So that is a general idea of what I'm gonna be doing. Now let's just fill in all the holes with the wrong concrete. No, let's fill in the holes with concrete, and we'll come back and adjust more as we go along. After though I finished, well, until I get to this section over here, because I still have all this gray tech ore I have to remove, and yeah, that's I don't know if I'm gonna need any more coal for the rest of the playthrough after I'm done with this. That's been happening a lot lately. A bunch of tin, a bunch of copper, and a bunch of iron in Vintage Story, and now a whole ton of coal. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. I want to find a cow that's easy to work with. Not that one. Okay, not that one either, apparently. Okay, so we're going to place our milk jar there. That's pretty easy to make. Glass, a bucket of milk, and a birch plank. Well, a plank. Doesn't have to be birch. Next, I want to mine out the block he's on top of. Now the cow should be on top of the jar. Yep. There we go. We dropped the anvil on top. And now we have a cow in a jar. We pick it up, and this will slowly fill up with milk. So now I don't have to worry about going out and milking cows anymore. I get automatic milk, which is useful when we actually set up our cooking with Blockheads system and our kitchen in general, because as long as this is attached to a cooking for Blockheads block, it will automatically pull the milk out for any milk recipes. Kitchen floor blocks, quartz, and coal. That'll give us 12. So that's 24 of these blocks, which we can then dye different colors if we had dye. I do have dye. I'm just not going to use them just yet. And let's make an oven. We need, is that any glass or nope? It's specifically black stained glass. All right, let's make a refrigerator. Requires a chest. Then we're going to want to make a cooking table, which is going to require the cooking for Blockheads recipe book, which means I need to make another book and cook this one up also. You know what? Let's swap those for now. We need to grab some dye. We need black dye. There's our oven. So we have our oven, we have our refrigerators, we have our multi-blocks. I'm going to want a sink. This thing is very useful. It allows you to creates a infinite water supply. We need terracotta, which means we need clay. All right, we've got the cooking for Blockheads book. We need to upgrade it to this one, which requires 2 crafting tables. There we go. We're completing quests, apparently. I didn't even think about checking the book for the cooking for Blockheads quests. I was gonna say I need to give myself an infinite water supply up here, but that's literally what I'm doing with this right here. And now this is an infinite water supply. So, yep. Now we don't have to worry about water anymore. But we're going to just hold on to that again for a moment. Let's grab these again. Okay, so we have our cooking table, our oven, our fridge, our sink, our floor blocks. We completed a bunch more quests. And then if we make let's go for a cabinet here. We need another chest for that. All right, and now let's run back over to our Stargate command. I don't know where I'm going to put this, so this is just going to be temporary for now. We take these 4 blocks, and wherever these blocks, whatever's on these blocks, are connected for the sake of, cooking for Blockheads. So we have this little kitchen square, right? If I put the fridge here, anything in that fridge will be available for recipes. So if I take this and I put it here, it's not connected. Okay, the floor should connect it, so it doesn't actually need to be connected to anything else. You know what? That's not the food I put in there is already cooked, so I can't cook it some more, you know? Let's grab a little bit of assortment of stuff. Jump back. Now, there we go. You can see that anything that's in the connected storage will count for this. That includes, if I put that down, even on the floor, it's not being picked up right now. It's probably don't have any recipes for it. Yeah. But that will count also if I have a recipe that requires milk. We have the infinite water. We put that on. That counts as water. So now I can, craft pretty much anything I need food-wise with this setup. As long as they are all connected with this floor, I can put this over there and it still counts. So let's put the oven down, and then if I had something for the oven, well, as you see, it has 9 slots and it has these 6 filler slots. If I put, say, potatoes, I can put 6 stacks of potatoes in, put 1 piece of charcoal, 1 piece of coal or charcoal, doesn't matter. There are upgrades to allow it to use energy. Right here, heating unit allows you to heat oven using energy, and it's pretty cheap. I could put my heating source here and cook 6 times the amount of food in one go. So that's cooking with Blockheads. We're going to set up a whole kitchen in here, probably on this wall. That way when we come in, access to food will be right next to the entranceway, and I'll probably put a bedroom on the opposite side. So, you know, quick to sleep, quick to eat, and then the rest of the base will be everything else. All right, here we go. We finally have enough milk, and so now this gives me the option to make a pie crust using milk, because the milk's in here. If I pick this up, I put it down, it does not retain its milk. So that's worth noting. But if I wait for this to fill up again, all right, that's 1 bucket. We go back over here. Yep, we got the option again. And again, it's because it's connected via these kitchen floors that it all counts as essentially a single multi-block. I'm gonna need to make a bit more storage space. Yeah, but as you can see, now we have all these recipes actually available to us right now in this table here. And I've put our cook pot from Croctopia and the frying pan there. That's a good place to store them. We've got 9 coal here. We can start putting stuff here if we wanted to cook it down. Not going to, but you can see here, if I wanted to cook some caramel, I just need to click again and we'll begin to cook it in the oven. Cheese, we'll take milk from there, take salt from one of these chests, take the pot that's on the stove, and it will make me cheese. Corn husks, cream, flour, grilled corn. You get the idea. So I can, once I make enough of these storage cabinets, drawers, what other ones are there? I can make cabinets that would go up here also for more storage. But once I have all the food stored in here, I'll just, maybe I feel like having sweet berry cookies. Just click that, click it again. Hey, look, I've got sweet berry cookies now. I'm not hungry. I can't eat them, but you get the idea. I'm gonna just store those in there along with the other food that I've already cooked. Although, to be fair, I cooked this before I even set up this system. I have a feeling the answer is no, but I'm curious if Farmer's Delight works with cooking for Blockhead stuff nicely. So I'm just gonna craft up a few more items. All right, and I need to get a bucket of lava, and then I'll be able to make a toaster. And I think I have most of everything I need. I made a cutting board. I've got the stove. Yeah, let's go grab a bucket of lava. Okay, so we got a toaster. Now we can head back. So if we put those there, they should count. I trust they do. I don't think I have anything specific in them that I don't have elsewhere to check. Okay, it doesn't look like I have any corn in there, but you can clearly see that I have access to corn in here. I think that's the only corn I have on me. So if I pull these out, put them in there. Nope, it still says I got corn somewhere. Oh, found it. Now? Nope. Okay, so, yep, these up here do count as connected. Probably because they are adjacent. I now have another counter. I'll put that there. I can put the toaster on top of that. And then if I put bread in there, it will turn to toast eventually. Takes a minute, but that's not as important. Now, what about the Farmer's Delight stuff? I have never used Farmer's Delight. Use your other hand to hold ingredients. All right, and what about the cook pot? Aha. And then we also have this cutting board, which I have run out of space for again. Yeah, I don't think they interact with each other. But that does mean I can't. Oh, that was the toaster going off. Yep, toast done. Yeah, I can't put the cutting board on that. But I can put this. And again, you can store stuff in there. Anyway, I could put the toaster on the floor. It will count as being connected because of the floor. So that's the kitchen. I have not ever touched Farmer's Delight. I have no experience with it, so I'm gonna have to figure this out a bit more. But we've got this skillet, and we've got a cutting board that we can use to cook and prepare stuff. We got this cook pot. Now we can actually make ourselves just about any food we want at any time, which will be nice. I don't have to worry about it so much. And I did make a tool rack, which, as I mentioned, I can stick that there, grab the skillet, attach it there, and it should still count for the purpose of making recipes. Maybe I should grab this since it might be a little more obvious. See? Still counts. All right, what I think I'm going to do next is expand this out a little bit more, actually give it proper walls, and probably make another cabinet, counter, and a few more cabinets. I'll be able to store everything because I can also store things like bottles up here, and then be able to use those in some of these recipes. So that's one option. And then I'm gonna have to go collect a lot of clay. But then I think I'm going to make a whole bunch of hopper botany pots with drawers under them. Drawers as in the storage drawers back at base. Fill this area with those botany pots and just grow all the different crops over here so that, well, the distance between where we're growing them and the kitchen is very tiny. I don't have to worry about running back home in order to get food in order to make food. Yeah, that's going to be the plan for probably this section here. And then I have to start figuring out what I'm going to do with the rest of this level, which still isn't done with the concrete paneled walls and ceilings and whatnot. And then, like I said at the beginning, we're going to start seeing about adding some more color, since grayscale is very bland. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.